I'm going back to New Orleans. Dun, 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 dun. For UFC 318, Holloway versus Poirier, number 3. And once again, I'm partnered up with the DraftKings Sportsbook to give all new customers a fantastic offer. Look, you go down to New Orleans for a UFC fight, it has to mean something to somebody. It means something to Dustin Poirier. So why not get in on the action at the DraftKings Sportsbook for all of our new customers, where if you bet only $5 or more, we'll give you $150 in bonus bets instantly when you sign up using my promo code Cormier. All you got to do, sign up, punch that promo code in, Cormier, bet $5 or more, and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Look, these guys have fought twice. The third time is for the BMF title down on the Bayou. It couldn't get any better, especially for a guy like me. So I want to bring you in on the action. So go to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Sign up using my promo code Cormier. Bet $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Again, at the DraftKings Sportsbook, guys, the crown is yours. All right, so we back home. It's different, man. Like, it's interesting being in Louisiana for a fight, especially a UFC fight. I was just driving past, I think it was on Canal Street, and that big poster you in there, that's got to feel special, man.
I saw it on the drive in from Lafayette, bro.
It feels special.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was supposed to fight in 2015. I didn't get to, and man, I was like, man, I'm so happy that you get to experience this moment.
I fought in 2015 on that card.
You did? Yeah, you did. How was that?
It was awesome, man.
Really?
That was the last time UFC was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did they go crazy when you came out?
Of course.
But imagine today, though. Back then, you were kind of like...
I wasn't main event.
You wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
Now, you're here. Like, what is the expectation of what it's going to be like Saturday?
It's going to be crazy, man. I think the energy is going to be great. It's going to be crazy. Last one in 2015, I remember, like, in the locker room warming up, it just felt right. I'm just hoping it feels like that Saturday night.
Well, especially when you start in the Cajun Dome, right? Like, you don't fought in the Cajun Dome. You don't fought...
Blackham Coliseum.
Like, your career has... It started here and it's going to end here.
I fought in the Superdome once.
You fought in the Superdome? How?
Rich Clemente put on a fight in the Superdome in 2008 with a car show. They had these nice cars all over.
Yeah.
Cage set up in the middle of the cars. I fought in the Superdome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what?
And you know how big it is? We had from the locker room, we had to get on a golf cart all the way to the cage. Yeah.
Come on, Dustin.
Yep.
Because it's big.
It's big.
Superdome, Cajun Dome, Smoothie King Center. It has to feel very special that it makes its way full circle for you to have this moment.
Yeah, bro, to lay the gloves down and really retire where I started fighting, it's a dream. It's a dream come true.
I remember when I first met you, way back in like 2011, I think.
When I double-legged you.
Dustin, stop saying that. Because
that was points. That was points.
So you keep telling people you took me down, man. People believe it too.
I mean, because it's true.
They believe it because I'm an old retired guy and you're still fighting, so they tend to believe the guy that's still...
It's true.
We got into that room, right? It was a small one. It wasn't even the big gym yet. So I went the second time. First time I met you... It was inside that, like, it was my Piggly Wiggly. It was inside that...
Anytime Fitness.
Anytime Fitness. And you were like, hey... I'm in the WEC. And I was like, wow, you're in the WEC. And then I went back the next year, and you were like, 2 years later, I'm making my UFC debut, and you're going to fight Josh Grisby. Mm-hmm. And you were like, I'm about to buzz this dude ass. And I was like, man, I got a lot of expectation on this guy. They think he'll be good. And I remember sitting in my apartment in San Jose, and I watched you make that UFC debut. And you put it on him just like you said.
Oh, yeah.
And it was all systems go, bro. Like, this career, from what the expectation was when you started, to where it is today, could you ever have imagined?
No, bro. I didn't know what it was going to be. I knew I was going to try as hard as I could, do everything I can to be the best and find out, but no clue. No clue it was going to be this long of a journey and the heights that I've had. And it's incredible.
Can you point to a moment, like your best moment? I mean, it's a career filled with many, right? You've had, for me, my greatest Dustin Poirier moment was when you knocked out Conor in Abu Dhabi. Bro, I stood up on the chair. Like, I smacked the table and it was like, oh my God, you can't do that. You slap the table, you make this big impact. But like, is there one moment that stands out to you more than anywhere? It's like, damn, dude, like when it's all said and done, right? You at home in Lafayette, you go, That was special.
That night you're talking about was super special. You know, being an underdog, traveling across the world during COVID, and get quarantined at that hotel. Quarantined a couple of days in Vegas before they let me get to the plane and stuff.
Remember we had that conversation sitting in the lobby. You and I.
Oh, we were at the same hotel. Yeah.
Same hotel. We sat in that. It was like a Holiday Inn or something like that.
Yeah.
We had that conversation. And once again, it was the second time that you actually said, I'm about to put it on this dude. You did it with Josh Grisby and you did it with Conor McGregor. And that second time, you guys just feel different going into this one opposed to the first one. What do you think it was? Just maturity?
Maturity and not listening to the noise of critics and fans and stuff. You know, when a guy talks that much, it's easy to get caught up reading headlines and stuff like that. I just didn't care.
We watched that fight from Lafayette in that sports bar. All of us got together when you fought Conor the first time. And you weren't yourself. But I remember he insulted all of us when we were doing that press conference together. We were together. He was insulting me because by default I was with you.
And you're from Lafayette. He's talking shit on Lafayette. You're like,
he's like talking shit about both of us.
Yeah.
One hillbilly, one ghetto hillbilly. Like just making fun of us. But I think that moment to me was probably because I remember that in that fight, you kind of went. I was like, oh, he got his timing.
I hit him with a good hook.
You hit him with a nice check hook. You were like, okay, I got you. Like, did you feel like you knew, like, okay, this is what it is?
I felt confident. Like, I started getting his rhythm, his timing, making him miss, countering him. I was like, okay, here we go. It's happening. It's starting to happen. You know, you know when not that I was on the back foot or coming from losing rounds or something and trying to get the momentum back, but I just felt it starting to go in my way, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a long night for him.
That was a great moment. That was such a great moment. Max Holloway. You guys have fought 2 times. Very rarely do guys fight 3 times when one guy's won both of those fights. How did it come to be Max Holloway? And when you got that name, is it why you came back? Because even last year you thought about that might have been it for you. Was the opportunity to fight Max Holloway for the BMF championship a reason enough for you to say, okay, I want to do this one more time?
No, after the Islam fight, I was really thinking about retirement, but just my story and the person I am, like if I can't try to bounce back one more time before I lay the gloves down, it felt like I was doing myself a disservice. Yeah. I wanted to right the ship one more time in a big fight. I actually asked for Justin Gaethje when I reached out to the UFC and said, hey, I'm going to retire. If there's any way we can do it in New Orleans, let me get Gaethje. We're 1-1. It makes sense to me. But then this is before the news came out that he was supposed to fight Dan Hooker. This is how far back we've been planning it. Yeah. And UFC said, no, he's already booked. He's fighting Dan Hooker and whatever date. They said, well, we want you to fight Max. So they wanted the Max fight. Mm-hmm. And I asked them to come into New Orleans, and they said they were going to do everything in their power to make it happen. Couldn't promise me, but they were going to try their best, and it all happened, man.
What made you feel so confident that you could ask for that? A place that hadn't been in 10 years.
I know, I didn't. I just
took your shot.
Just swing for it. You miss all the shots you don't swing at, man.
Yeah. If you don't take the swing, you don't get a chance. Yeah.
Dana and Hunter told me, they said, I can't promise you anything, but I can't promise you it's going to happen, but I do promise you we'll try our best.
Yeah.
And
you get the word. Max Holloway, BMF title, right? You fought for that belt now on 2 different occasions. Like, winning that belt would mean another notch in your belt in terms of your legacy. When you talk about legacy and think about legacy, like, what is Dustin Poirier going to be remembered for?
I don't know, man. This last couple of weeks has been a lot of like reflection and looking back in my career, and hard to do that when I'm about to fight one of the best in the world on Saturday. So I'm not diving into it yet, but I've been feeling so much love and seeing moments and video clips of my career that I kind of forgot about or don't think about often. It's just crazy when I put it all together. It's been such a crazy, crazy journey, man. And, but to get the BMF belt in a retirement, to never lose 2 fights in a row and 50-something fights, it's important. It's very important for me.
How does this one play out, you and Max? Because in the first fight, he was undefeated guy. You submitted him. That was in Los Angeles, yeah?
Vegas.
Okay. Then second fight, you're in Atlanta for the interim championship. You start really fast. He actually worked his way back into the fight through the middle rounds, and then you went to a second gear. How does this one look Saturday? And pointing to that one, that was another one of those moments where you looked like you had matured in fighting. Because in the Korean Zombie fight, when it started to kind of go like that, you weren't able to go to that next level. Like, you developed that over time. How does this one look Saturday to where you don't have to go to that next level to kind of keep him off of you?
I might have to. I might have to go to second, third, fourth, fifth gear. You know, I'm prepared to do that. I mean, we're both the best we've ever been. a lot of big fights experience under our belt. He's been champion, BMF champion. He's fought the best of the best. He's a Hall of Famer, so he's bringing so much fighting knowledge into this fight, and so am I. You know, I have a long career. I fought the best of the best myself. The thing about this trilogy is 13 years, you know?
That's crazy.
It's 13 years. So,
longest spanning trilogy in UFC history.
is it?
Yeah. There's never been a trilogy that took that much time to complete.
13 years.
13 years.
But because of that, DC, it's been so far removed between each one, we're completely different. Each fight is a new
Every
fight.
fight is a new fight.
Yeah, if I fought him last year or 2 years ago, then I could say, it's probably going to be a lot of similarity, but I don't know. We're completely different fighters.
5 years now again?
2018 or 19?
7 years.
2019 or 18?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Right. And the things he's done since that fight, the things I've done since that fight, we're different.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Watching him in that Gaethje fight, like, what do you take from that opposed to watching him in the Ilya fight? Is he, you know, like, because in the Gaethje fight, he looked amazing.
He looked amazing. I think that's
bleed.
stylistic too.
Gaethje's a good fight for him?
Gaethje's a good fight for him. I was telling everybody, I can't bet on the fights, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was telling everybody I know who does bet Max by decision. I thought he was going to just outpoint him, outrhythm. You know, Gaethje's dangerous, but I thought Max would be a little bit crisper technically and use his length and move around, which he did.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He was up.
Beautiful.
He was up 5 rounds. He didn't have to toss himself in the fire in the last 10 seconds. But that's just the kind of fighter he is. So that's what makes me excited to fight him. I want to fight guys like that. And for my final one, it could be a masterpiece or a war, something great. We can make something great happen on Saturday night.
DP, you said earlier you're feeling all this love because of the retirement. But you're a guy that has made a career on kind of being like like guys like, I remember when I was in Miami and you're going to fight Benoit Saint-Denis and you're an underdog and you walked into this meeting where we sit and I was like, bro, you're an underdog. And you was like, man, I can't call it. Yeah. I can't call it. Like, what's the difference between this? Like, how do you navigate this opposed to in so many instances where, Conor McGregor's going to beat this dude. Justin Gaethje is going to beat this. Eddie Alvarez is going to beat this dude. And you had to just prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. How are you in this where it's like all love and it's expected by many that you get through Max Holloway?
I don't think it's expected by the bookies, by Vegas.
Well,
I think I'm a dog.
No, I thought you were the favorite when this.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, I'm
maybe the people might have bet you to a dog, but you were the favorite when it opened.
Huh?
Yeah.
Good, but either way, it doesn't matter. I put in the work, and I'm ready to go.
Dog whenever a person's won 2 fights over the person.
Because I don't know, the things he's done, the fights he's won since then, fights I've lost, my age. I don't know. We got to find out. But
you also just did it. You literally just did it. You said, not by Vegas. I'm the dog. Because almost like that's the role that you've always. Do you like it?
I love it.
You love proving people wrong.
Yeah.
You literally just did it. You were like,
well, I was like, whoa, no.
I'm trying to say I'm no.
Stack it against me, please.
Yeah.
I need it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Good, right?
I like it. That's where I do my best work.
Mm-hmm. Dustin, what's the act like? So when Saturday night ends, right? Regardless of the outcome.
I mean, nobody wants to go out there and you did what you're supposed to do. Like, yeah, you fought a good fight, but we all knew you were good.
I do. It would motivate me so.
Stack it against me. Make it, make it something that seems impossible.
I was the champion, and against dudes on 3 occasions, I was the underdog. I'm like, this is the craziest stuff I've ever. But it makes you want to work harder. Dustin, when this whole thing's done, right, and you go back to your beautiful wife and your daughter and your new kid. How do you look back on this whole thing and go, man, I can take note now? Because like you said, it's hard to do that when you still got to fight.
Yeah.
I did that with Lauren Murphy last weekend. She was fighting, but she was retiring. How do you keep it separate? And when you sit back in Lafayette on Tuesday, and you don't have to go to the gym, and I know you still will.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect life to be?
I don't know. I've done this since I was 17 years old. I've been fighting. I don't know what that other side is. I know I said it 100 times this week already, and I've only been here 2 days. I've been doing this longer than I haven't been doing this. I've been fighting longer than I haven't been fighting.
Yeah.
I don't know what a normal civilian, not without the cloud of what should I do? Yeah. People are getting ready to fight. I know they're getting better. How far am I away from weight? What could I be doing to learn something? Like, that's always, for the last, I don't know how many years, in the back of my head, no matter what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. It's just a cloud that hovers over me. I've never had that gone. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to feel like.
It's gonna be nice.
I'm scared.
It'll be nice, D.
I'm scared.
I'm telling you right now, it's nice. Because it's what makes you great. that ability to always keep your eye on that prize. But when you have that freedom to just focus on those other things that matter more, it's the best. And then you also got TV. I think you're very good on TV, and you should do more.
I wanted.
We want you guys. We want you to join Chael and I on our show, like whenever you can, and more stuff at the desk. I think you'll be amazing.
Yeah,
you got business first.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of big business. My plate's full Saturday.
Big business. On
big
Saturday
business.
Night. Somebody asked me last one before I let you go. They said, "Hey, you think he's really done?" And they showed me a clip of you talking. I said, "It sounds like a man that's come to peace with what's happening in the future."
Yeah.
Was that hard? Coming to that peace, knowing like where you flip flop? Because there's a guy named Jordan Burroughs that wrestles.
Yeah.
And you know Jordan Burroughs, right? I said, JB, I said, are you happy? He goes, no. He's that competitive fire still burns inside.
Right, of course.
You got to come to peace with it, though. How did you manage to come to peace with it?
I don't know if I am yet.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm there. You know, ask me in 2 months, maybe I'll be able to tell you, but I don't know. Right now, I'm too close to the. I'm too close, man.
Yeah.
I'm too close to the frame to see the full picture, and we'll see.
You're the man, Dustin. It's been great to watch, man. Seriously, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man.
I'm seriously proud of you. From that time to where you are today, I couldn't have guessed it.
From that first double leg.
But every time, I've been so locked in, man. I'm excited for you. Guys, Dustin Poirier fights Saturday, UFC 318 for the BMF title, to try to go out on top. That's a fairy tale that not many of us get. I didn't get it, but GSP did, and so did Khabib. Maybe Dustin Poirier gets it too. Make sure you go to ESPN.
Don't forget about my boy Robbie Lawler. He did it.
Oh yeah, Robbie did too.
Don't forget about my boy.
Robbie had the fairy tale ending of all.
Don't forget about my boy.
Could Robbie have gone 15 minutes if he had to?
Oh yeah, bro. He could have did 25.
Mike Brown was like, thank you. Thank you. I saw Mike in the back just celebrating more than I ever see. Guys, tapping everything Dustin's doing. Go to his comments and tell him, do more TV because we think he's good. ESPN Plus pay-per-view. Buy. Line his pockets on his way out.
No streamies.
No streaming. Go to DP stuff. Until next time, guys. Peace.